Hey guys, I won't be. This is my first podcast, and I'm gonna be telling you about my journey, my success story in this podcast. So yeah, let's get started with that. So 10th standard, I scored 87 percentage. I was very happy. Everything went well. Then after that, took admission into KJ Somaya College. After that, did my 12th standard there. I got a little diverted in 12th standard, and that's the reason I scored a very less percentage. I just scored 52% in 12th. Because of that, it was very hard to find a good college, or I would say to get an admission in engineering. It was nearly very difficult for me. Me and my father went to each and every college. We filled up forms, and we waited for so long. And finally, I got admission into KJ Somaya for bachelor's in electronic engineering. Uh, it was a moment of joy. We all were very happy. My mother, me, and my everyone in the family was very happy as I got admission into engineering finally. But as I said, I was born in a lower middle class family. Finance is something we always struggled with. To pay my fee, to pay the college fees also, we struggled a lot. My father worked. I mean, my father and mother worked very hard. My mom basically has struggled so much. She has sacrificed so much for me so that I right now can get a pretty good life. So she used to take tuitions. She used to take two tuitions, by the way. One in the morning, second in the afternoon. After that, also on the weekend, she used to do take orders for making chapatis and rotis. It was tough. My mom barely made about 8,000 rupees. That's about closely about $100 right now. $100 $200 a month. That's very that's pretty less money. After that, somehow I got admission into engineering. From that moment, I realized, life is hard. Nothing is very easy. I enclosed myself in books for 4 years completely. Did not enjoy my life. Completely was beating myself. Like, hey, you gotta study in order to get a good life. I was very much afraid because if I do not study hard, I won't be successful in my life. That fear was bothering me a lot always, and that's the reason I worked very hard in my engineering as well. So in the vacations also, I joined vacation batches in coaching classes. So I used to go to the class in the morning 7 o'clock. I used to come home in the evening at 6 o'clock, 6:30. Vacation, I did the entire engineering semester course prior to the college begins, so that I can be ahead in the game from other people. So that's that. During exam times also, I used to go to the medical library. There I used to see people like studying for like 12 hours, 15 hours straight back. And I used to during exam times, I still remember very clearly. I used to go early morning to the library at 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then I used to come home late by 12 o'clock or 10 o'clock. I used to eat food in the mesh, so it was like 20 rupees. I used to get lunch or dinner. So I guess it was like 50 rupees. It's like a dollar right now. So yeah, those are the struggle I have did. I as I said, I was born in a lower middle class family. Had a joint family, so did not had much facilities. But that's the reason I was beating myself always. I went to library, public libraries, to so that I can concentrate and study well. I used to just come home to sleep and eat food. That's all. I was, as I said, I was beating myself every single day. Hey, you have to be better. You have to be the best. You have to be the best. I did not had any single KTs. I really did well throughout my 4 years of my engineering. Secured an aggregate of 7.6 pointer. An aggregate of 7 pointer and above in each semester. Worked very hard about that. So that's that. I still remember, as I said, paying tuitions was always a huge thing for my father and mother. As we are from low middle class family, had a lot of family problems as well. Due to financial problems. Not very much less people would know about this, but I was not even going to restaurants with my friends. My friends know this. In fact, right now, I used to not go to the restaurants just because the I did not had money. I used to always look at the price at the menu. Oh, that's so expensive. I mean, because I knew the hard work my parents have been through, and I didn't want to make any more burden on them. That's the reason I used to avoid meeting my friends and going out. I still remember the days I used to wear clothes from people who already wore it, because didn't want to spend more money on my clothes and stuff. I still remember those kind of days. After the end, we decided to come to United States. My father said that I was, as I said, we lived in a joint family. Um, I did not had that much money, of course, for studying abroad. Somehow we asked some relatives for some funding. So we just needed some money to show that we have money. Unfortunately, all the relatives said, indirectly no. So brothers, sisters, everything. But we did not lose hope. My father and mother, my mother basically kept all her ornaments. Basically, we took a loan against the ornaments she had, the gold ornaments. We took about 10 lakhs, that's about $15,000 roughly. We took that money, and we basically somehow, from here there, somehow we made the bank balance to show that at least we have funds to go there. I did not quite do well in GRE, but as I said, I was a pretty bright student. I was a very hardworking student. I had about nearly 60 certificates in different technical competitions throughout my engineering. So, and I had a pretty good technical background in my electronics. I was pretty good at making embedded systems, a little bit there and there. So, was very hardworking throughout my engineering. Also, I still remember. I went through several people. I mean, I used to do home automation. I used to get like 2,000 rupees. That's about not even like $15 to $20. Yeah, so those were my struggling days. Somehow I landed up in United States. I was bright student. I received a scholarship of $10,000. I received a scholarship. I came here. Once I came here, things were not easy, man. It was completely hard for me. I came here. So then I worked. I used to, be very close with all the professors because I knew that hey, I wanted GA or a TA position. If I don't get a GA or TA position, it would be a disaster situation for my father and mother because we did not had funds to do masters. So that was pretty clear. We did not have that much money. We also took education loan from the bank so I can study well. So all of these pressure was building up on my head, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta return this amount of money to the bank. The amount was about $40,000 roughly. I was doing my masters. It's fine, but at the same time, it was always I had this thing in mind. What if I don't get a job? What if I have to leave the country? What if I have to go back? How will I pay that money back? I'll be screwed up. This all thoughts, kept me, going each and every day. Um, I somehow, as I said, managed to get GATA position. I used to solve assignments for people, take like $50 about for that, help people. During my darkest days, I have worked as a waiter. I have lifted boxes. I have done all sort of odd jobs. And it was not easy, as I said, doing all of these things. And apart from my studies, managing everything was a very big challenge for me. Somehow managed everything. As I came here, things were difficult for me. First of all, cultural shock, right? I was not able to talk to people pretty easily because new country. I landed up on New York. I still remember I used to stare at those buildings, big buildings. I have never seen something like that. So yeah, my first experience was pretty good when I came to this country. Then I had a pretty bad experience as well. A lot of people took advantage of me because I was just too nice to them. Learned a lot of lessons the harder way, I would say. Luckily, I met two people, great two people in my life. I'm not sure if I should take the name, but he basically guided me a lot throughout my career. And one of my professors, so he basically told me that, hey, you should change your major to computers. So now I'm like, okay. So then I decided to change my major to double masters. I did do double masters, but now without even thinking, I enrolled myself for a double masters. After that, the thought that, okay, how shall I pay the tuition? That was devastating for me. Like when I told my father, like, um, I have enrolled for double masters. So now the thought, like the first thing that they asked me, like, how are we gonna manage, son? We don't have that much money for 3 years, for tuition, for your rent, for your food. How are we gonna manage? I did not know how are we. I'm gonna manage, but with God's grace and with luck, I managed it somehow. 3 years, very struggle. I was struggling 3 years, I would say. Have been through a lot of troubles and stuff, but yeah, managed to, as I said, get GATA position somehow. Secured that. I landed up my first internship in a company. Won't name the name of the company, but that that basically turned out disastrous for me, because it was not a company. I think it was more like a fake company. What happened is basically, it was only the only person who was working in that company was I. And that lady was not treating me well. So she used to, call me after my work hours also, and give me work, this, that. So it was not more of like internship. Going into depression and all, I eventually decided to quit on that internship, and then things were not good, because in between I decided to quit my internship. The email was sent to my college saying that the behavior of the student was pretty bad. So it was a little depressing. Those entire things was very depressing for me. Have been through that. So, and after that, I had to look for another internship. Trust me, not kidding. Have applied for about 800, 600 jobs in few months. Every company is rejecting. No, and I don't understand why. I went to conferences and NASB conferences, that is National Society for Black Engineers. Once I went to twice there. I went to once it was organized in Niagara Falls, paid a lot of money there, went there, met the companies. Everyone, most of the companies wanted green card or US citizen. Again, disappointed, but did not lose my hope. Every single booth I used to go and just beg, like, hey, hello sir, good morning, my name is Samuel, I'm a double master student from XYZ University, and I'm looking for a job in a software engineer. Gave my resume, but eventually I know those resumes went into trash. Even after that, I contacted each and every recruiter and the person, after the basically the NASB conference. I used to message them in LinkedIn. They never replied. It was as I said, very hard, very tough time, because every single day, that thought, oh, my loan, how am I gonna pay that? How am I gonna pay that? Yeah, so that's that. And then somehow after that, I landed up my second internship in another company, which I wouldn't name. The company was good, but the basically the boss did not decide to continue with me for some reason, and I don't know why. Again, I was disappointed, and I was beating myself every single day, locked inside. I locked myself in a room and used to program for 9 hours, 12 hours straight, every single day. Want to be the best. I want to be the great. I want to be the good. I want to get a job. I want to be a successful person. Applied for lot of jobs, and luckily, currently where I work, I got an opportunity, an email from there. Went I nearly went for like about 4 to 5 interview rounds, and after everything, I got I got the internship. I worked my ass off there, and I proved myself that, hey, I am the one you guys are looking for. And I worked really very hard, and I proved it, and that's the reason that my internship got converted into a full-time opportunity. And every single day I keep this thing in my mind, and I give my best always. And still, even on YouTube channel, if you guys see that, I always keep learning, because I want to grow, and I don't want to fall back, because I remember how hard it is to rise from scratch, having nothing, having no support, having no family, having no relative support here. it's hard, right? I mean, it was very hard. I made my life by myself from scratch, did not take any, what do you call that, favors from anyone. Got job by myself, applied through each and every company, went through the rounds, and made myself better and better each and every day. After 3 years now, I feel comfortable writing softwares and programs. Now I've been teaching people on YouTube, and reading comments from people motivates me a lot. That's what keeps me going every single day. And that's what is basically motivating me to do more and more and more. All I want to say is life is hard, life is tough. Don't give up. I know you might be going through hard times. It's tough, I understand. But if I can make it, you guys can definitely make it. Remember, I was not from an IT background, but I became so good eventually in just 3 years. If I can catch up, why can't you catch up? You can definitely do it. All you gotta do is put in the hours and put in the work. Yeah, so that's my small story about, you can call a success story or a motivation story. Not sure, but hopefully that might motivate you. As I said, I did not had much facilities when I was back. As I said, lower middle class family, bare minimum stuff we had. I rose from scratch. Now I think I have everything that I deserved, and I have a good life. I have everything. My mom dad is happy, paid up my education loan, everything. Yeah, just wonderful thing. And I'm always I always try my best to learn new things, keep myself updated, so that I don't become outdated. And yeah, so that's my story. Yeah, I've been through a lot of ups and downs in my life. As I said, I still remember my days where when I couldn't even afford to go outside with my friends for dinner or lunch, and I keep that in my mind, and I want to work hard, and I want to rise more and more on the top. That's my story. I mean, yeah, I mean, I would try to, share more podcast with you guys, and try to create more audio series about my personal experiences, and what I think about life in general. And as I said, it's hard, it's tough, I know that, but definitely if you work hard, if you put in the hours, definitely you can be successful. There is no reason why you cannot be. If you decide to learn something, I mean, nobody is stopping you. Everything is there on the internet for free, right? So all you have to do is just go online and start learning. That's all. um, at the end, I just want to say, keep smiling, keep coding, be happy, stay humble in life. That's what I want to say. I mean, my 2021 goal would be just, there are four goals basically. Be good, have a good, better, like a mental and a physical health. Be good at programming. Be a nice, gentle, and humble person, and a down to earth person. Thank you so much for listening to my audio. Hopefully, this will motivate a lot of people. And if you wanna know more about me, you can definitely comment. You can definitely write your questions in the comments. And as and when I get time, I would try my best to get back to you. This is my story. My name is Saumil Shah. Now I work as a full stack software engineer. Thank you so much for listening to my audio conversation.